The king of Pangxi, the ambassador, brought a panda, and said that the panda was the ancestor of the panda. It has the oldest bloodline. What they couldn't eat? So the panda is their king. It's clear when I just look at it. What kind of panda is this? This is my fault. The first doctors of midlife. Number 001, Thunder Player. What panda is from your leopard country? So shameless. Always want to steal our Chinese culture. You guys are awesome. I really don't want my face. The fierce curse woke me up. I suddenly opened my eyes. Damn straight beast. The next moment, he was stunned. Where is this? Didn't I die at the hands of time beasts? Ex-girlfriend, what are you talking about? A girl next to her patted. And I look around. Late summer. I was in a trance. Late summer didn't die there. Is the 9th level exotic beast in hand? Suddenly I saw the tail and caught the whole person. Zoo, I was reborn. If there is no plan, it is May 4th, 2096. The monster invasion has not been officially launched yet, and in our class, just organized a zoo trip. I ran into the cultural ambassador of Bangxi country, and the money was returned. Cultural ambassador of Bangxi country also brought a panda. I heard that this panda is the ancestor of pandas. I quickly looked at the papaya. A huge cage was placed in the middle of the crowd. It is the Panda Football Association in the cage. It looks about the same as a panda. It is 3 times the size of an adult panda. My eyes fell on the panda's eyes. Saw a wise fairy? This is the Thunder Scale number 01. The Thunder Iron Beast is an extremely intelligent existence. He can control humans with brainwaves. Make it dangerous. Above is this Lei Jinyao. Ren took control of a high-ranking member of Bangxi country, causing a frenzy in Bangxi. Finally, you unplugged the S337. And we've come a long way. But it was amazing. This art is still on fire in all directions. Emerging disaster opportunities. Later, the Blue Star Wheel will now add half of you. Humans are only from the image of these monsters. Become a limited institution. To create warriors with extraordinary powers. This is at this moment. I found a gourd hanging from my waist. Xiankun gourd. This is the treasure I got in my last life. Past life. It was the universe gourd that made me step into the position of the god of war. Just raise your hand. Extract extraordinary genes. The drug can wake people up. Extraordinary sequence energy. And I looked at the thunder hand. If memory serves, the blood of Lei Tishao's eyeball was extracted from the super counterattack. It was lightning, and have the opportunity to advance to the most powerful god level. District Shengsu 001 new issue. My eyes became hot. Hey. Hey Qingming, what are you doing? Under the astonished gaze of his classmates, I actually read what the police said. Robbed the explosion-proof factory of the security guard. Go straight to the Thunder Beast. Waist and horse in one, guns out like dragons. Precisely inserted into the eyes of the Thunder Beast. Blue blood flies out. I quickly took out the Qianken gourd. Next, the blood of the beast. Such a sudden scene, so that no one can react. His sound, accompanied by the scream of the cultural ambassador of Bangxi country. More than 10. A bow rushed over quickly. Take him down. Without saying a word, I shook the Qiankun gourd, then all kinds of bad breath. The recipe must be a lot worse. But there is no way. Can only fight. And I felt a surge of energy. Lightning all over. Add 1 and I widened my eyes. A string of information popped out in his mind. Wakening thunder power. Normal sequence 399, virtual thunder. Although a little weak, but it's enough. I held back the pain and clenched my fist. A Thunder King dodges in the muscles. Just at this moment, Reddit explosion. It made a huge roar. Ow ears. Screams sounded one after another. Then, the Iron Dragon of Redizosk slowly took hold. It was impossible to treat him as a panda. Dozens of heavily armed men quickly took their lives. Captain Bacheng Crane Road. Evacuate the crowd. Paralysis gun ready. What are the security measures of this animal house doing? There are even armed forces. I forgot to look at the captain. You can't. It seems that this is the layout of the state. 2 armed men came and picked me up. The boy has a game. I stood still. Shake your head slowly. You can't handle it. Me too. Directly ambushed by a battle. Dying to draw every day. Or you can't put it down. Time shooting. Shoot. The captain jumped up and shouted, all 4 at once. Countless bullets put together, no iron sleeves. I don't want to die. Retreat, retreat. Close the venue. The captain comes down immediately, but just then I slowly came out. Kid, come back. See me walking back. The armed men immediately shouted at Tiazi. A shocking wave occurs. I take flight. Clenched fists and whistled violently. Fist on hard wingman flashing, like thunder falling. Finally hit the monster on the head. Thunder Iron Beast is really checked. Body at feud. I backhand out the captain and pin it on the calf. With a military knife, the green leaf hat is inserted into the Thunder Iron Beast's confiscated hand. A Thunder King is in my hands. The army's saber entered the thunder iron beast's head. No one can stand that. Fell to the ground with stiff limbs. Is this enlightenment? He has become ugly. Kid put the knife down. The next moment, the barrels of the armed men were pointed at me. How do you touch this panda? This will definitely affect international relations. Anyway, my crime is inescapable. Preface. Name. Qingming Festival. Age. 19. Identity first-year freshman of Jiangnan University. Armed squad leader looking at my profile. Mantra Boreal. Very clean foundation without any problems. Why did you hurt that monster? The captain continued to ask. I saw the captain tie a badge. Special operations team, right? Call your officers in. The embarrassed forehead of a living middle-aged man outside the door, looking back at someone who looks like you. There are similar short-haired women. Hey, how does he know me? The short-haired woman went in with a cold expression. Pushed the bearded pig face in. Not long. The sharp-armed captain and the team members around him, he quickly stood up respectfully. Middle-aged opponent. Get out, let me... I laughed at those two. I didn't expect it. It's them from the father-son special operations team. Lu Ying is 26 years old, maternal single, longing for a vigorous love. Your brother is 33 years old. I almost became a monk after being dumped at the age of 18. Stop, stop, stop. The recording and the journey are shocked. I can't even close my mouth. The two men shouted in unison. Say why you know all this. I took a serious look at them. Say it word by word. Because you used to work for me. I have no intention of hiding it. Directly highlight the fact that you are a reborn person. But also what happened in the previous life. Scratch it out. In the voice, a man in his 50s and 60s broke in. He was wearing a robe, staring at me with burning eyes. The siblings are just about to salute. He was stopped by a man. You said you were born again. Then do you know who I am? I looked at the man in surprise. General Long Xiaoguo, chief of the Southern Huaxia military region, head of special operations. Nicknamed the first person in the Huaxia military. Lord Longzhao, please accompany. Although I was right. But he's not so easy to trust a kid. But what I didn't expect was I also mentioned the privacy of a pair of Long Xiaoguo generals. General Long put out the fire and became more and more shocked. Hey, enough. I believe you for now. I will report your matter by hand. I want you to trust me completely. My words became serious. We're running out of time. Saying a thunderbolt walks in's thunder. Quickly condensed into the hand. Hey, I break the handcuffs off my hands. Under the shocked gaze of several people, I raise my fist and thunder walks away. This is the Extraordinary Strength Training 399 Charger. This is the most important power to kill a hand. And then the next moment I was around the table. Let the devil explode in an instant. The three of General Long were completely shocked. Extraordinaires are real. I watched the three of them calm down a little. You should have received the unexpected signal, right? The first stage of Lovelorn and longevity starts now. But you will never find the so-called monster. This makes the stick a cultural ambassador. Bring the so-called panda ancestors to your door. Is his head a monster? Why are all the three people here in Dona's eyes? They have to believe that service is the business of the regenerate. And then I said something even more shocking. You know, why can't the Huaxia youth find a monster? Because they are all hidden. Hear this. The dragon effect has become better even for breathing. He looked up with a smart face, looking at the camera above. It's being broadcast live there. I'm watching the other side of the live stream. It is the headquarters of Huaxia Shangjing. With my words today, the silence of the entire assembly. Finally, the first seat sitting in the middle slowly opened its mouth. Within a week, let him find the monster hiding in the country. If you can do it, he will determine the fate of Huaxia. 5 minutes later, I was the first to leave the interrogation room. Lucian tore the knife off his arm. Stick to my arm. Listen up from now on. Qin Ming is the leader of the second team of the Special Operations Department. As soon as this sentence comes out, all the soldiers turn their eyes. Shocked. It was a prisoner just now, but now it's their business to die. Special Operations Team. Growing this position is not so easy to do. The top priority is the City Monster Academy. Recording gem. What is Monster Academy? I smiled. Naturally, this monster still has to be a monster. Of course, the premise is to find the monster. The recording widens its eyes. You know where the monsters are? Indifferently and wholeheartedly prepare a good knife for me. Then by car. I wasn't idle when Lu Ying went to prepare. I took the landing as they came to the room where the corpse of the Thunder Iron Beast was stored. Lu Chen was a little excited. That team leader Qin. How did your extraordinary ability come about? I turned my head and smiled as I watched the journey. I will never forget that I held that end tightly. Ah! The step that makes you run fast. Don't worry, I know what's on your mind. Find the right opportunity. I'll give you a powerful training ability. I patted Lulu on the shoulder. Lulu's eyes suddenly lit up. Come on, let you see the real super anti-ability. I just walked to the corpse of the Thunder Iron Beast, cut a strand of magic from the Thunder Iron Beast with winged hand, knocking out the most fake fangs again. And then I waved to the sky. The gourd appeared in the hand out of thin air, put the materials in, shake a few times. Lou's eyes widened. Hey, what is this gourd? And I explained. This is containment. Usually comes with some powerful art. These containment tombs will have all kinds of strange abilities. And Chiankun gourd. In my last life I was on a cheap green vine. Obtained on the body, later discovered the universe gourd in creation. Extraordinary sequence ability, after listening to me. Large travel expenses. This all refreshed his crowd. Mom, don't you know that the book has been pumping the anti-legion? What are we afraid of? One-handed fire. I rolled my eyes at him. Our current human physique, it's impossible to have taken the medicine at all. And the best way to improve your physique, just take a harvest of flesh and blood. Find 10 powerful soldiers. Eat this thunder beast. In the future, you will all be powerful superhumans. So I left the room. Look at my back. Heart pounding. What are you dawdling about? Here comes my Zusheng. Let's go and take you to have a burn. I'll give you a delivery of hair medicine. Grandpa Lucheng suddenly became like this. Big brother, wait for me. Not long after, Wu Jejun took a taxi again, came to a place on the outskirts of Jiangnan City, abandoned. Dozens of armed police soldiers with guns in the pants field. Dashed off the car. How can I be called a man? I got out of the car with Lulu. Stand in line. Looking ahead, the entrance to the mine has been sealed. Inside is a thunder beast. Hide here to eat ore upgrades. It is much stronger than the other end of the stick pass. After 3 months, try again. The first stage is over. It was already 0.6 kilograms at that time. Many people died in Jiangnan because of this. Therefore, it must be killed in the first place. Everyone is ready to fight. Put up all the weapons. The journey is loud and evil. The gods of war immediately called out to prepare. I taught him a sentence to the recording behind me. The live broadcast is ready to connect to Beijing. Let them feel the horror of being thin. At the same time, far away in Shangjing Central Nursing Instrument Room, dozens of chemical dogs waited nervously. At this time, Lu Ying cast a puzzled look at Qinming. But don't you want to make sure first? If there is no one below, if you get it wrong, the problem is serious. Hey, I can already feel the breath of that beast. I'm ready. What about what I asked you to prepare? Lu Ying took out a 1-meter-long one. The box is here. I opened the box, and inside was a candy knife. Pick up the candy knife and shake the gun. At the moment of drawing the knife sounded. All the soldiers looked in surprise. That's right, I'm walking forward with the knife. In the blink of an eye, I was inside the mine. Jabung picture can be recorded. You can even hear the intense breathing of the camper. All the higher-ups on Hoyce's side are outliers. Suddenly, the angry roar of the channel came from the east of the mine. It started to tremble like a live stream. The upper floors in the benefit room are next. The earth began to tremble. In the camera comes the new city in the deer farm. Everyone aims for the mine. Vitality coverage. The scene is visible to the naked eye and restless. The vibrations are getting louder and louder. The monster is coming out. Under the pressure of everyone's nervousness, I'll expose you in an instant. Now! Straight into the eyes of the flying iron tree. I am also accompanied by a cannon's rain and thunder. The iron tree finally moved, hit the ground, and I'm far away. Rumor rain. Memories are the hurdle for all high-level weapons in Huaxia to focus on. Tight heart. Have. Later. Is he dead? Such terrifying firepower. These red dust. Remembering a round of hands in the field, and just when they breathed a sigh of relief. The smoke began to blow away. What? He's all right? A high-ranking official suddenly stood out of his body. I only saw the Tisei to stand up slowly. Eye drop, bare light. The cannonball left shallow scars on his body. Because the injured Yuan Guang became more ferocious. The scene and the soldiers' expressions also became solemn. Artillery ready to aim here. That's a lot. The forehead is out of fashion. If you appear in the urban area at such a time, that would be an atmosphere of destruction. The inner iron factory building suddenly became irritable upstairs, charged towards the sniper lying on the armored vehicle. This rain tower, remember better than horses? This is the second injury. Heavy footsteps on the ground. The ground is tense. Flash mob Cairo spring shout. Under the shocked eyes of everyone, I went out to the Thunder Beast with a candy knife. See the boss is on the other end of the live stream. Isn't this looking for death? Let me roar. Kill this lightning flash bucket first and run fast. Bang! Feet slam on the ground. The tall courage flies. With a dull sound, the huge thunder iron whistle was blasted away with a kick. Hit another armored vehicle hard. The sniper who escaped the bullet still consumes cattle. Price. Awesome gun. However, at this moment, a knife sounded. I saw that the sword I was holding was wrapped in thunder. The next moment, I rushed the thunder iron all over again. The thunder sees its instant. The knife light cuts under the wolf slave's skin. Stronger thorns hit the lightning point. Recycle the huge palm and send it out violently. With a crazy sound, I lost myself. And lightning hits the palm. It also belongs to the goddamn divine. Fresh stay. When I fall to the ground, God will grow. This media says something is wrong. What a coincidence. If I hadn't improved my energy before coming, not really his match. Could it be that he has formed a hand and... Chin Ming's eyes suddenly lit up. Fire. With a bang along the way. Second round train. Crazy bombing on the Thunder Beast. Thunder Iron Beast by how? His level, not completely invincible. I'll blow it up. Thunderstorm in hand. All the strong power was poured into the Tang Dojo. More every day. Beat this out. How to immediately Heng Cheng. One punch down an armored car. He can act. Soldiers are sweating profusely. Fortunately, avoid them. Otherwise, this punch will kill them. Stop him and give Chin Ming some time. Rovo City is guarded. Qingji Spear dares to rush to death. The beast was repelled again. God protects. Is this kid okay? What about others? In the Shangqiu conference room, the people at the top are nervous about me, but I found that my figure had disappeared. In the air, a king shouted violently. Moment. All eyes fell on me in unison. I killed the red sword and the thunder was entangled on my body. Extinguish lightning flash. I cut down the thunder with one knife. The red building exploded in an instant. The knife light flashed the whole picture. Thunder. Under the shocked eyes of everyone. The chicken on the thunder is covered in two halves. Fishermen on the spot. See this scene. The whole memory is a dead silence. And everybody was dumbfounded. Silent for a long time, and I took a breath. Come see me on Qingming soon.